Hello, everybody. I clicked the wrong thing. Hang on, let me just move over. There we
Playing
go.
Final Fantasy.
We are playing Granblue. Getting started.
That's what I said. Final Fantasy.
Yep, exactly the same thing. Okay. So, Dennis, you know nothing of Granblue, which is why you're here. Because I
That's
need
true.
some way to get into this. Because, first of all, the game. Before you make your account, the game plays the entire first mission. So, I can't depict that. So I'll just say, long story short, this here is Gran. Lives on a sky island. The entire game is set in Sky Island. Minding his own
He
business.
does wear blue.
Yes, he does. He minding his own business. Then this blue-haired girl falls from the fucking sky. Even further in the sky, mind you. He runs into the woods, finds her, sees she's all right. Then the army that she was imprisoned by, and then was set free by a defector of theirs, show up, fucking kill Gran. So yeah, he's dead. Game over.
So he's not Gran. He's dead.
He's not good. But and then she resurrects him somehow. Maybe that's just a power she has. I don't know if they explain that. And then they summon Proto Bahamut to scare off the military, and that's where that prologue kind of ends.
Connor, who's the artist for this? If you know.
There's this artist. Actually, no, not for Gran here, but let's see if one of the other characters in the party have it. I'm not going to get into them because they all have their own character introductions that we'll do on stream at some point. If the game will let me switch. Okay. Quick reload of the game, which thankfully you can do with it being in a browser. This is the oldest art style that I know the game has for Walder here. Is the music on? Music? There we go. But I don't know the artist. But there are multiple artists. So like there's Gran there was in a new modern art style.
Is the Gran one? Wait, what's this game called?
This is Granblue Fantasy.
Just Granblue. Okay.
Just put in Granblue Fantasy, and you should get this one.
Okay, because like it reminds me of Final Fantasy 12 and tactics and stuff. So
Oh yeah. And now
I don't
that
know,
I think
maybe
about
just
it,
similar.
if I remember, one of the memes that we have between ourselves is that art style doesn't draw noses.
Yeah.
And when you see what one of the like generic NPC old men look like, you might be right. But,
Okay, let's see.
what have we got? Oops.
Let's see.
But for now, let's go into quest.
It definitely looks like Akira Yoshida's art. Wait, hang on.
I'll be able to check afterwards.
Yeah, I'll check while you
Yes.
do the
So
stuff.
now we're getting onto the actual first chapter, even though it already has one completed because you created your account after playing the very first fucking level. But yeah. So technically, in the story, in the canon story, we only have 3 members of the crew so far, being Gran, Blue Hurl Girl, and the defector that liberated her, Catalina, who is the star character, because I'm not putting any of the ones that we rolled in the free gaches yet. So
Just okay. So apparently, the music composer is Nobuo Uematsu, and the
you know,
art director Hideo Minaba, who both worked on Final Fantasy stuff. And so
who'd have guessed this game that shares
like,
so much?
it's
blood
actually
to-
just Final Fantasy.
Yes. But at least we get some refreshing characters in here. Alright, so does that tell me what element? It started on fire, so I'm going to guess that this mission will have enemies weak to fire.
Well, I found it. It is the tactics artist
But there you go. It's just
Yoshida. So it's actually just Final Fantasy.
It's hey, working under a big company like Square Enix can be pretty bad sometimes. So maybe they just
I get it, but it's just, I mean, it reminds me of the time when SNK went bankrupt, like, one of the guys set up a new company. But because
they just
all the
made stuff.
employees were just older ones, it's just, okay, let's do it again.
Yep.
Okay, let's make Final Fantasy
This is Katarina,
2.
by the way. She's going to show up in the story now in a second anyway. But she's not going to be on the team because we're going fire with our one fire character. This can't go wrong.
I'm just wondering, you have are you streaming the, like, what you call it? Like, for me, it shows Streamlabs.
No. What you see in the Streamlabs is the window as that is.
Oh, okay.
With the game on the right and everything else that I've made custom on the left.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Right. So Gran and the others stop by the Knick-Knack Shack, which is the shop, to prepare for their journey across the sky, and are first of all met with our first non-human character,
Upo.
Sierra Cart, who has the music still keeps stopping. Okay, I'm gonna have a lovely day. I thought I'd turn on the setting for these. But let's carry on with it. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the very first level of Granblue. And I say that it's not the first, but we can just. I think I can drop that at this point. Also, that's a very big bird. I know the Harvan here are small people, but that's a very fat parrot.
Wait, can you not play the music through Streamlabs?
I can. I just keep accidentally hitting the music on here. Like, I keep accidentally muting the game.
Oh, because I don't hear anything.
Oh, that's because you're not getting your Streamlabs isn't playing music itself. Okay, well.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, I'll swap over. The stream doesn't seem to be having any issues from me sharing the screen. So, that was a misclick. There. There's still going to be a lot of dead space, Dennis, so don't worry about it. That's
well,
what
this is a bigger view, so...
That's what the thing actually looks like. Alright. Now, I'm missing the windows. Alright. Journeys, jobs, yes, so... I'm just going to hit all. So Zero here is our shopkeeper, and somehow manages to always be on every island at all times. What? That's Lyria, our MacGuffin.
Ah, yes.
By the way, it's her power that summons them summons. Even though she's not actually a playable character until a very late side story.
What nonsense.
I want to click to move it on because it has a bit of a delay. So how about that awful armor Catalina has?
That's not armor.
It has a belly button.
That was a metal corset.
Yeah. A sale on people-sized luggage? Excuse me? What kind, Sierra Kurt, what kind of business do you do? I know, like, it's a bit of everything, but does that mean everything?
Does that mean that you'll play me anime openings? That includes everything.
I was more thinking of the barely legal stuff, Dennis, or not even, or just the flat out illegal.
Yes, but I was thinking of the things that you wouldn't normally ask.
NPCs.
They don't have noses.
The man barely does. Ah yes, and now the goal at the current point is to actually get ourselves a ship to go between Sky Islands, because who'd have thought you'd need those? And also, they don't mention it here, but the anime depicts the fact that they did have a small sky ship leaving Gran's Island, but Catalina crashed it because she can't fucking fly.
Does the anime depict the noses?
The anime does have proportionally more nose. Also, this is the obligatory pet character, who is, of course, the source of all of the game's memes.
Is this like,
Make it work? Yes.
My water bottle fell, that's how angry I was.
Yes, so now
so why is Gran like blue? Why not Gran green? Gangrene.
That's probably why. So now we are trying to get ourselves some airship, and we're being pointed towards a mysterious man called Rackham.
Rackham.
That's how the anime pronounced it, so...
Like, okay, no. I won't think about it.
And I mean the dub specifically.
Dub what?
Windswept Highway. So this is now into gameplay. These are the side-scrolling sections, which have no gameplay.
So what is the purpose?
The purpose here
Why does
is...
Gran look different?
This is the...
Where's that Gran?
That is Gran. I
Okay.
currently have his class set to Cleric. Not Cleric, Priest. Because you kind of just want to get all the classes up to 20, and then they get upgraded later. So this
Where's Paladin?
It doesn't have a name, but there are ones that would be described as such.
Now where's Palad out?
Yes, there is a Dark Knight as well. But, so this is just Gran here. Sometimes it's a different character, and that's the point. These side-scrolling sections, if you click go, move on, do an animation, kill a monster, and then a bit of dialogue would show up for the character. Some of which can be very important for their stories, but of course Gran has no dialogue, so, oh well, yep, there's one. But we haven't introduced any of these characters, so it doesn't matter. And also you can just get free items for the next battle. Or just actual items to be used in trading later on. You do also have the option to skip that, and it just doesn't show the dialogue, but still gives you the items.
妙な話だな。妙って？だって私たちの乗ってきた気空艇だって今は草原に置いてあると思うけど。それは墜落死させてしまった。
See, they're doing it in a different order than the animated.
気空艇というのは通常島の
At this
外
point, the
縁
anime,
や
they'd already met
高
Rack.
所の桟橋に停泊するものなんだ。
Rack him up.
なんだかんだと考えるより行ってみるのが一番に決まってな。どんどん先に進もうぜ。
I'm pretty sure I can hear that Vern has possibly an Okinawan accent. Because what's better than having a little cutesy character than a little cutesy character with a country accent? Alright, so now here's actual gameplay. So basically, if I click this, all the characters will attack, and then it's the enemy's turn. What you actually want to be doing is making sure you check your skills, like this, which will just do attack and everything. And also we're too strong at the moment, so it's not going to do much. That's it. Okay, I can't explain anymore because it's over. Too strong.
Okay. I think I get it.
Yeah, there's stuff there that can be gathered by the big words summon.
So how and why did you get into this game?
The fighting game came out and had a very cool character I liked. That's it.
I can understand.
And also voiced by somebody I happen to watch on YouTube. So, I mean, anybody who knows about that fighting game almost definitely knows what YouTuber I'm talking about. But
Meaning in gaming.
yes, I'm in this game. No. Alright, Gran's party finds deteriorated airships in the Angad's highlands. However, the helmsman Rockham is nowhere to be seen. Instead, they run into Imperial soldiers who are after Lyria. Yes, here's those Imperials I was talking about. Because of course they're Imperial. Alright, it started us on Wind this time. Which is good, because Wind is the only team that I have currently that I consider functional. Nope, that's not how I have them organized. Good.
So can Gran be like any class you want?
Gran's element changes based on the weapon equipped. And also, like, classes can only use usually 2 weapons types each. Some of them only use 1, and that's bullshit.
So is he like an all-rounder?
Well, I mean, he's always in the party. He can never take him out.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, to get at least a barely working party, you need 3 others almost single element. Here's our ship.
これがラカムとやらの愛機というわけではないのか。一体何が？
Is there a thing to speed up the text?
There has to be, like everything else has it.
Right, the stream won't see this, but you will, Dan, so I'm going to open settings here. It's not in sound, unfortunately, so let's try miscellaneous. Inventory stash. party auto-filtered monthly. Oh, here's one of our obligatory evil as fuck people. And there's the soldier's armor. What do you think, Dan?
以前から我々の支配を拒んでおり
知ってるよバカにしてんのもうイライラするな誰かこいつお仕置き部屋連れてって
フュリア将軍先ほどの非礼は謹んでお詫びし
黙れよその首この場で跳ねようかもういらないよねねえ
そんな
それで
I'm desperate to try and
エル
find
ス
the
テ
set
帝国に
fucking
抵抗するバ
subtitles.
カどもをどうする計画なんだっけ
すでに兵を各所に配置し準備は整っております閣下の一声があればすぐにでも町を壊滅さ
There we go. And we'll just quickly reload. Oh, it'll reload the scene from the start. Oh, goody. Let's just...
フュリア
Anyway, here we are.
それでエルステ帝国に抵抗
We
する
have
バカど
General
も
Furious, our tiny angry man.
すでに兵を各所に配置し準備は整っております
Appear to be making some sort of
閣下
plan.
の一声があればすぐにでも町を壊滅
What
させ
kind
て
of
ご覧に
plan
入れま
could
し
an
ょう
evil empire be doing? Baby Xenos! Yeah! Although I'd argue Xenos has more of a philosophy. This guy just
ふ
seems to
ざ
be,
けるな
you know, evil.
あ誰だい君
Man, they can't resist bothering me.
But here we have
から黙って聞いていれば
our
このゲド
tiny angry man knows. Furious. That's his name. That's how
帝
it's
国の支
pronounced.
配への抵抗を理由に町を滅ぼすなど許されるわけがないだろう
Why did it stop? Okay. Nope.
機密の少女とそれを持ち出した護衛の
Oh, so they are just calling Catalina the guard that helped her escape? She was like a captain?
ああもう姉さんの気持ちはわからなくないけどここはこらえてほしかったぜ
Okay.
逃
Okay,
げ
I
る
guess
ぞ
I'll
ル
move
リ
it.
ア姉さんここで捕まるわけにはいかねえぜ
Yeah, so now we're on to combat. So basically, the structure of the game is just going to be every chapter is split into 4 parts, and then it'll be scene, side scroll, battle, scene. For each of those 4 parts. We'll skip this for now because we don't know who any of these people are, so it doesn't matter what they say.
申し訳ない
Oh, there's a scene before the battle as well.
もういいよカタリナあの人たちに怒ってたのはカタリナだけじゃないもんむしろカタリナが怒ってくれてすっきりしたね
あのような非道を目の前にするとつい熱くなってしまうんだ騎士たる者常に冷静であろうとは
しかしとんでもねえこと聞いちまったな
ですね帝国が攻めてくるってなんとかして町の人たちに伝えないと
だなまずは追ってきてる帝国の兵士をなんとかしねえと
And now, finally, combat. And I can actually finish explaining this shit. Alright, now, as I was saying, here are the actual skills. Gran is pretty much one of the only ones that can have 4 at a time. Everybody else will have 2 to 3. And then, of course, summons. There will always be a summon that you can just borrow from anybody, and then all the ones you've equipped. So that's about everything. And heal here. These are free potions, which you'll almost never have in any content that really matters. And this are potions that could be used here, but are better used to restore your actions in how many missions you can take on. Have you got all that?
Okay. So it really is the mobile game.
Yeah, it's a mobile game. Like, that's just... You can tell by the fact that this is the amount of screen space it takes up. But none of that matters right now, because I've been grinding, which means that this is just going to kill them in one hit, probably, regardless of the element.
そこまで
Yep.
今日の運勢は素晴らしい。
We really needed the others.
We really needed everybody. Oh yeah, and all the characters you do have all have a passive effect that happens to the entire party as well. So even the two here who aren't actually in battle until somebody else dies still have an effect on the party.
し
Oh,
かし
okay. So
なか
they're
なか強敵が増えてきたな。
Summon Scatty. I don't have Scatty, and I think Scatty's actually a character
な
on
ん
the
せ
summon.
あの帝国と戦ってんだからな。これ
And
から
yes,
は
there is a Scatty
敵が
because
次々
Final
現れる
Fantasy.
んじゃねえか。
what did Final Fantasy do? Let's do that.
私も頑張
I
って
don't believe
お
Final
手伝い
Fantasy
しますね
itself ever had a Scatty though.
丈夫？
Whoops, I
I don't know what
そう
Scatty
いや
is.
武器を手に入れた
Norse
時
god.
にもちらっとそんなこと言ってたよな。
Known for being a particularly game-breaking thing in the Fate mobile game.
ああ、ジョブと装備する武器には密接なつながりがあるんだ。
Neko arc.
And here's our tutorial on classes, not that I need to know.
君は空をかける気空士であると同
I'll
時
tell
に
you how to talk about. No, I'll tell you how to deal with classes. Where are you going?
私だ。
オイラのジョブって
Already, Gran wearing costume of different classes already.
そういえば
I forgot her name. She blinks. Gran's in a different costume.
ジョブは主
This
に
is
バ
Catalina.
トルに
It's
関
a
係
name
す
to
るんだ。
remember as she is always in the story.
Is she a major character or
Yes.
the main character?
ほら、
Well, I mean, she's.
リー君もルリアも
I mean, at the moment,
前
she's
線に
the
出
only
て戦うことは
speaking
ないだ
character
ろ
of any
適
competence.
材適所というやつさ。
Gran doesn't count because he doesn't have a voicing role at all.
ジョブは得意武
And
器以
also, as
外
the
に
player insert,
バトル
he
を
is
有利に
blank.
進めるアビリティも持っているんだ。君もいろい
You
ろな
should
ジョ
be
ブを試
Gran
してみる
colorless
といい。
then.
Hey, Gran, you should try out different classes. Oh, should I? No, don't give me the tutorial on how to change class. For fuck's sake.
This is why mobile games suck.
Which one are you going to tell me to pick? Can I leave? Can I just leave it at priest because I want it at priest? No, I have to change. You fucker. Alright, none of these level 1 classes also use staff, so, well, wizard does, so I'll click wizard. And here's the little animation we get. Wizard. Can I change back now? Yes, don't make me mess with weapons. Alright, yeah, there's a tutorial. Thank you. There's the Dark Knight.
It really does look it.
But in this game, it's called Dark Fencer. Because it's an offensive class. And now I'm switching back to fucking Priest as I wanted it. Because I want to level up Priest.
I did it. I switched class. I'm going back.
It wouldn't be so bad if I maybe change one of the other parties. The ones that I'm not currently using. Ones that already have a max level class in it. Because the different elements... Because I've got good weapons for each element, but it doesn't necessarily match the classes properly. Because there's only one class, I'll have you mind, that can actually equip fist weapons. Only one. And it's also one of the classes that only equips one weapon.
We have 2 fists.
Exactly. It doesn't have like just the one symbol for weapons it equips. It does actually show fist twice. Alright, this time it started with some fire. Let's pick somebody's Shiva because that's just a general boost of fire. Not that it matters in our team with one fire person and Gran. But that won't be for long because Mr. Rackham happens to be fire.
逃げ回ってるうちに元
Like
の
his
地空
music?
艇のそばまで戻ってきちゃった
He rocks. It's convenient you say that, Dennis, because the next event is one that's just a big,
なんだい
like, rock
戻
band.
ってきてくれたの嬉しい
I
な
must have accidentally made it.
君たちってうちの国から指名
You've
手
made me
配
the
を受けて
happiest
るんだ
general
って
in the
ね
world. Also, for some reason, he's got furry ears. Harvins don't normally
将
do
軍
that.
様ご機嫌だねいいね
Who's this?
こういう時の彼は嫌いじゃないな
黙れ
And who's this with her very costume?
That's not a costume. That's a lack of one.
ねえね たの？もしかしてさ、あの船で逃げようとか思ってた？こんなボロ船飛べるわけねえだろ。
I don't think it does it here, but the anime does a brilliant thing with him is that he has his soldiers bring up a chair for him to sit on, and it's like where he's doing all this yapping from. But Rackham shows up by shooting out one of the legs of the chair and he falls over.
That's a good introduction. I like that.
And also because he's up on top of the hill, he rolls down the opposite side.
So is Granblue really big then?
What? Really what?
Is it really big? Like popular or whatever?
I mean, it's big enough. It's big enough that when they were starting out and did the general normal gacha stuff, they got the Japanese government to crack down on them a bit.
That's not because they're big, that's because they're gacha.
Yes. But because of that, they are one of the better gachas. There's Rackham. Chadden. And his weapon of choice is a fucking gun.
おい、あいつ
Based.
不時着したオイラたちにいろいろ。
なんだ貴様は。貴様、こいつらの仲間か。は？いやいやいやいや。え、何？どういうこと？問答無用だ。知っとれろ。
Also, it might look like he's smoking.
あ
He's
の
not.
男も追われている。
This is a good Christian game. Ignore the character in Shadow earlier.
Is he doing the kid thing where he has a wafer roll and he pretends he's smoking?
But yeah, the wheat stem.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, just have it in the mouth, whatever.
This weapon is based on one of the summons, so its animation is a bit over the top.
So what's the purpose of these side-scrolling bits?
Give you items and let you see more dialogue from characters. That's... Also, maybe have your summon immediately charge at the start of the fight. Which, if it is, I'll just use it because... let's see Bahamut. I rolled the goddamn rarest Bahamut in the fucking game, so I might as well fucking use it. As I said, good Christian game. Never mind my language.
It's a good fucking Christian game.
Now we have combat. Is Bahamut charged? No, he's not, but Shiva is. I'm not using somebody else's summon. So let's just have Gran kill everyone. Dead. Ooh, I'm shaking in me boots. Boss.
I don't have a joke for that.
Oh, actual boss. Hey, isn't this a griffin? Oh, who'd have guessed? Yeah, so this is boss mechanics now is what it's telling us. Not that this thing's going to have a HP bar that would make us consider it a boss right now.
Oh no, it's a it's down.
So what they have here is these diamonds and mode. These will fill up, and once it gets to the 2, once this fills up afterwards, it will do a big attack. But also, when this fills up on its own, irregardless of these, it'll start doing different attacks. So basically, this is the phase 2 meter. But also, once that's filled, every attack we do will lower it again. Until it lowers all the way and breaks, and it won't be able to do any of its big attacks. That is
For
how
a few turns, or like for
a few turns, yeah.
I see.
It does keep these though. Like if it gets to 2 and you break it, it won't be able to use the attack, but it'll keep it. But that doesn't matter now. So let's have our one fire person also kill. Convenient that both of the attacks were using arrows. Oh yeah, I should explain. That skill extra there for Gran, that's from one of the other classes when you finish them.
ご安心を。
That's
So you
why-
can like mix and match.
Yeah, every class gives you one extra skill at the end, and then you can equip that to any of the others. Once you've leveled
Oh.
full.
I see.
And now, oh, we can also get a max level weapon, which probably won't give us anything good, but we'll do it.
へえ帝国はもう探すのを諦めたみたいだぜ。
かたじけない。今といい、不時着した時といい、助けられて。
たく俺はラカムってんだが、あんたたちは何者なんだ？
Gran and the others introduce themselves and tell them how they came to be stranded. You see this bitch with the belly button armor? She fucking crashed.
へえ、そりゃ大変なこって。
まさか君が町で名を聞いたラカムだったとはな。いや、
急なお願いなのは分かってるんですけど。
One thing that doesn't make sense is, yes, they're looking for a helmsman, but they don't have a ship. Because the ship they broke, even if it was fixed, fits looks like 2 people and they stuck 3 in it. So I don't know.
I see.
I don't know. It's convenient that Rackham also happens to have a ship of his own, is what I'm saying.
それにな、俺は空を捨てたんだ。
Bruh.
But he'll never pilot an airship again. So I mean, the game's over. We're done.
Well, I guess we're stranded.
Oops,
See ya, everyone.
Text log, Rackham's expression turns stiff as he struggles to conceal his true feelings of the matter. This is a token non-threatening villain.
When you say not threatening, do you mean that he's not as violent or he's pathetic?
He's not pathetic, he's confident, and you can actually recruit him later if you get lucky. So,
Oh, okay.
this is his partner, who is the more competent one and serious one.
Really?
Yes. Yes, even that. And these are our introduction to the other 2 non-human races. That being the animal people, Irune, which they're not any animal in particular. They just have ears. And the Draft, which are actual cow people. And the sexual dimorphism between the 2 is exactly what you'd expect it to be. As you will see when we see our first male Draft. We have to be careful pronouncing that with an Irish accent.
What?
Giraffe.
Oh.
Alright, and yeah, we also have this cute little map up here to show us where the next thing is. It never really matters because they number them. That's based on quests.
You can go to any of these places, except you can only go to this place. Fuck you.
Okay, yeah, thanks for showing me how to go backwards. Oh. Okay, now it's... Yeah, so it just has Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and these just count up as time goes on, so you'll always know where is the latest. Even when they go backwards and start actually changing the number. Yes, that's... spoiling the fact that we're going to be fighting a boss soon enough. Wait, no, that's Leviathans. Why is it showing us Leviathans before we even fought the first 2 bosses?
Oh my god.
Also, now that we complete Chapter 1, the beginner board is finished. I did everything else before. We get 1... Is that 1 class point? Did that say? Alright, clear Port Breeze, which is what happens when we do the 4 chapters. Join or make a crew, that's the guild system. Call for backup in a raid battle, that's just playing raids properly. And we get a free max rarity character when we complete all of the boards. Okay, here's all the other things that I did that's now going to show just slowly. Okay, another max level weapon. Except when it says max level, it only means max initial level because you increase the max levels. Money, thank you. Sub skill, I did that. So, class points for do a thing. Another max level weapon, ooh goody. I hope they're not of the lowest rarity, which means they're useless.
That'd be quite a downer.
I mean,
good thing they're not that.
Yeah, good thing they definitely don't have a chance, a majority chance, I'll remind you, to be the worst. Alright, so now we have our tickets over here. Let's do these 3 tickets and see if we get anything of value. So here's a... Oh, we are actually getting a super rare one. Okay. No, not super rare. You see, the way this game does rarities, it's rare, super rare, super, super rare. And I'm not fucking saying that shit, so let's call the max rarity, max rarity. Nothing. Oh, we're getting 2 characters. My god. We're actually getting a super rare character from this. A max rare. Fuck, I'm gonna keep doing it. So who's our character for this? Oh god, it's a schoolgirl.
いや
You can take it
男
back.
女と出会ったのは
Holy
クロ
fuck.
エの
Oh,
人
the
生の
Ascalon.
転換期ってことでよろぴくまる
Oh my
talking.
god, it's Siegfried. Oh my fuck.
ジークフリートだ。この力、お前に託そう。
Let's just say that's not a character that I'm going to be playing the character introduction for yet.
Is it too far into the game, or?
Yes, it's quite far into the game. I'll to the ones I know that are introduced in events or later on in the game, I will not be playing their introductory things until after I do their event. Because a lot of their introductions are set within that time frame of the event. And I very much presume Siegfried's is going to be.
Bruh.
But that's a good pickup. And it does mean that our Earth-based party is better.
Wait, what do you mean Earth-based?
Siegfried's an Earth character. That version of him is.
What?
You see these elements? These are the elements of the party.
Oh.
Generally, the best way to play the game, at least the beginning, is to fill an entire party with one element. And because
Okay.
summons, both your main summon and the one you borrow from people, usually have a boost like 100% boost to fire attack. Or stuff like that. Let's just pick somebody else as Shiva again, even though we're still on fire, which still only has one character. How are we doing for time? I haven't checked. Where is
Booba?
Streamlabs got rid of the oh no, the timers. It didn't get rid of the timer. I was just completely forgetting where it was because yeah, the fact that we definitely weren't on hiatus.
悪いが、そうだしなら他を当たるんだな。
Yep.
いやしかし
Raccoons never fly.
町の者に聞いた
I have a ship. I don't
君
fly.
は幼い頃から
Well, you see,
船と空に
he's
親
probably
し
going
ん
to
できた
explain later, but I'm just going to do it anyway because we're not listening to what they're saying.
See, like the captain who doesn't.
Doesn't speak, but instead I'm going to speak a lot more.
身につけてるのに
But
Yeah.
his ship, the Grand Cipher, get it? Gran is in there for no particular
ギ
reason.
ャーギャーとうるせえのな。
Netflix's live action Gundam. Oh, is that separate from the movie? Oh
Ika.
god. I'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to explain the
空
ship.
が俺を捨てたから俺も空を捨てたん
The
だ。
the Grand Cipher, he's completely fixed it up over the last several decades. Probably just one. He's like 29 or something. And even though it's completely fixed, it won't fly.
てめえら
So
も見たろ。 あ
mysterious.
そこにあった気空艇をよ。
He says he fixed it, but he probably thought I'll fix it last minute.
昔からあそこにある。
He's no deadline.
ナンパ船だったん
He
だ。
had no deadline. It's just him, the thing he does.
So he'll never fix it.
俺はそいつを幼
He
い
just
頃
says he did.
コツコツと独学
You
で
know,
修理
when a
し続け
teacher asks, "So,
空に飛ばせ
have
て
you done the
やろう
work?"
かな。
Oh, yeah, I'm working on it.
But there is no teacher, so he'll just never do work. There's no schedule. There's not even a curriculum.
でもありゃま
He
るで
just had the idea,
墜落して
but is
放
somehow
置され
still
た
not
って
doing it.
感じだったぜ
He's only motivated when a teacher tells him,
あいつは
I
俺を
do
乗せて
date.
真っ逆さまに
Otherwise, he
墜
won't
落し
do
たん
it.
だからな。
So when other people ask, he says, yeah, I've been working on it. Really? No.
It's funny how we're making this joke, and it's actually somehow a bit close into his later bits of character arc.
How do I keep doing this?
やれた思いがいっぱいだって。
Is he the guy who never finishes stuff?
詳しいやつの手も
No,
借りた
in
操
the
縦の
teacher
腕だって
bit.
磨いてきた。
Oh,
準備は全て整って
is he the
るはずだ
mentor?
Well, no, he had a mentor, or rather, he had somebody who wanted him to fix that ship, but he doesn't remember.
そ
It
れ
was
でもあい
me.
つは
I asked myself to do
グラン
it.
サイファーは落ちたんだ。
Also, Grand Cipher is said in English. Good to know.
何もひっくるめてな。
それはその天気が悪かった
Also, it is Halloween at the moment, still in game. So, if on the main menu when one of the characters shows up, if I click them, they'd just say Happy Halloween in English.
But it's Christmas.
Well, I mean, it'll be Christmas next. I think the Halloween event is over in 2
But
days.
it's been Christmas for, hang on, 12 days.
Dennis, it's been Christmas for several months.
Oh, wait, sorry, we're late to the party.
Alright, and here's the utterly pointless bits of dialogue for Gran. Or Gina.
Did they change anything?
Like, 99% of the time, no. Except for maybe the next line from somebody.
Gran, what do you think? Well, I think. Shut up.
Yeah, bad
この
weather.
ポートブリーズには年
Just
中い
repeat
い
what
風が
somebody
吹い
else
てる
said.
よ島の守り神様のおかげでな
Don't call it
Weather.
port breeze for nothing.
Is he doing the snake thing?
He's pulling on his collar. Maybe get a
こ
looser
の島
shirt.
に限っちゃ風が悪くて墜落するってことは
He's actually doing the nervous, like, pull the collar thing.
Listen, I'm used to being on my own here, so would you people please just fuck off?
You're standing too close.
この話はおしまいださっきの帝国の話を町の連中に知らせに行こうぜ
Go warn the town, the
知っ
empire's
ちま
coming.
った以上放っておくわけにもいかねえからな
Yeah, the anime definitely made these early bits of story more palatable than this. Because, like, for instance, by this point, they already know that the Empire plans to do something that will destroy the entire island, not just the town.
Why?
Because they needed to introduce the boss.
Oh.
Which is our first story summon.
Did you wash your hands?
ようやく
No,
街が見えてきた
because I'm evil.
うんそう
Little
か
midget.
じゃああとは任せ
And
た
I'll
ぜ
only say that for him. The rest of them are quite respectable little people.
待て待て待て。なぜ隠れ
I
家
don't
に
know why
戻るんだ。
it seems the auto
町
isn't
の
working
者と
sometimes.
帝国を迎え撃たないのか。
Maybe the auto is just set to be
事情を知っ
really
ちまった以
late.
上それを伝えるための手伝いぐらいはするさ
Which, I don't know, I always thought auto played at the end of the voice
俺
clip
が
or
守
like
る
a
の
second
はあ
after.
くまであの気空艇
Yeah, that's
グ
the
ランサ
way
イ
it
ファー
should
だ
be.
けだ
貴様。人命より船を優先するというのか。
俺は俺の大切なもののためにしか戦う気は
Ah,
ねえって
yes,
だけ
the
さ
pragmatist.
帝国相手となりゃ命がけだ
Except
しな
it's not being respectful of the idea, so instead this is just the bit where he's a bit of a prick, so he's going to have
て
a
めえ
very
らも
quick character
お
arc.
人よしは大概にしねえと
It's like, oh no, the
ろくでも
town's in
ないこと
danger.
で
I'll help.
命を落とすぜ
I don't care about other people.
救える
Actually,
命が
never mind.
守れ
I
る
don't
者が
care.
目の前にいるというのに。
Wow, that was a
放っ
nice
てれば起き
30
るものか。
minutes.
I don't care.
落ち着いて
Unless...
I don't care. Is that a fucking
じゃ
tornado?
なせいぜい後悔だけはするんじゃねえぞ
So Des, with your knowledge of Final Fantasy and slightly similar fictions, what do you think our wind element summon is going to be? Our main
Right.
wind.
生きるはずがあるものか。
What?
Dragon Quest, the entire game series. That's the wind.
とにかく急ごうぜ街が見えた
Okay, I've got it. You're gonna find this very funny. Valifor.
Valifor does have an origin, isn't Valifor like one of the 72 demons?
I think.
I think that was it. But no, it's not Valifor. And it's not
Who
even one
else
that
would
I
it
would
be?
actually associate with it, really. It feels like a kind of non-element associated one that they just chose.
Wait, who'd they pick them?
You'll see. Because we'll definitely be there by the end of the
さすがだね
story. It's like chapter 4.
ご安心をミネスラッシュです
There's rank points, which is that's just the general progression meter. Oh, and a storm rabbit. What a nice little summon to get. We won't be summoning it ever, because we've already got better ones. Oh yeah, I also got Ball, as in the demon ball. One of the other high rank summons that we got before the stream.
Ah, I see.
So that's 2 elements just never need to change main summon, really. Well, I probably will need to change for Ball because he's half earth, half light, which means he's not that great either compared to ones that would just be 1. Alright, Grand's party rushes to the town to alert them of the impending attack of the Earth's Imperial Army. When suddenly 2 strangers appear and tell the group to stop. Stop evacuating these people.
I don't know why, but when we were talking about the I don't care about other people. Actually, never mind. It reminded me in Yu Hakusho, in the tournament arc, behind the scenes, like businessmen are trying to basically impede the main guy. It's like, oh, you have to go to the infirmary, and he says, well, as long as they don't grab me by the balls and make me cough. When he sees the attractive nurse, he says, scratch that. He's such a weirdo.
I think the gorilla is unfortunately our best choice for some. No, okay. Godsworn Alexian is
Yes.
stronger.
Yes.
No, we're not picking the gorilla.
Please.
The gorilla, which, mind you, isn't even real. It's fictional within the universe.
Wait. He's fictional.
Yes.
How is he use them as someone?
Don't question it. Alright, and now we're going to redo our Earth party because we now have Siegfried. What do you mean you're putting Siegfried over there? Oh, because he's still level 1. That's why. Alright, hang on. I'm going to put him further up into the party because it doesn't matter whether he's level 1. He's a max rarity. Swap order. Get over here, Siegfried. Walder,
so Siegfried, in the fighting game?
No, he isn't. And that's annoying because he's part of a group of 4, 2 of which are in. But they're still making more DLC, so maybe he'll be in eventually.
Actually, what about the other Granblue game?
The one that's not out yet? The Monster Hunter based one?
Yeah. Like, I remember you told me about it, like, ages ago.
There hasn't been word since the pandemic began, so...
What's the thing called?
Relink. Granblue Relink.
I guess I'll just look it up now, just to see.
To be fair, one thing it has, Siegfried, as well as the other knight that isn't in the fighting game. We need that all. Here have pathetic man. He's not pathetic. He's not exactly competent.
無傷まだ死んではいないな。
なんだこいつら帝国の手先か
Yeah, the last piece of news was from like almost a year ago, just saying it'll come out in 2022.
Yeah, that's I don't mind. Like the game looked good enough as it was with those earlier trailers, so just give it time. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, but it's just, you know, they copy Square Enix so much they even copy the announcing games too early and then not mentioning anything at all
It
for
didn't look too
years.
early. Maybe they're just adding in a shit ton of content.
That could be it.
それならとっておきが
Bucket fuck. That's what he's gonna say.
ドランク早く本題に入れ。
And here we have a name, Drang,
これ以上無駄話をするなら
who actually becomes
刺す。
quite important in a later part.
オーケーオーケ
But
ー
not
分
now.
かってるとも
He said okay in English. That was humorous.
グリグリするのはやめ
And also his partner keeps stabbing him with their own weapons.
我々は今急いでいるんだ。用がないのならもう
いいわけない。
Pretty sure you already know, but there's a like 13-minute gameplay demo of it from May.
Yeah,
指名手配犯諸
I
君
saw all the trailers. And the game has changed a bit,
お願いがある
probably because the initial development was done by Platinum and then not the rest of it.
あの
I like how it looks.
私たちにできることならいいんです
It
けど。
looks nice.
君
And
は
not like
物分かりがいい
overly
ね
realistic, but with the
ご褒美に
cartoony
お菓子
cast
を
that
あげる
stands on like.
I mean, I'll be honest, that's kind of the art style of the game. It's just art overly realistic and then you get to the face.
今本当に
I
刺
guess,
した
but I think the just 3D
その
graphics
通りだが
They look
そ
fine.
れ
imitate the art a lot better
や
than
めて
just
ほし
you
い
know.
町の奴らに抵抗され
If
る
the game has
面倒。
even half as good as Platinum Combat with a good selection of characters, it's fine.
そん
It's
な
good,
お願いが
good.
聞ける
No
とでも
problems.
聞けないの
So
か。
at what point do they give the twist that Granblue is like a VR game or some crap?
女の睨み合いって
No, this is
Okay, phew, because that was a joke, and I was thinking, oh god, I hope it's not real.
no.
I'll make the joke anyway.
Instead, they have the twist that there is alternate universe travel, which gets collaboration characters. Featuring the 3 major players of Code Geass,
I
ドランク
including the mechs.
will not question. Logic
And-
has been thrown.
And on the one hand, cool, I like Code Geass. On the other hand, there's some very good characters to get very early, which means we'll be seeing them a lot, and they will just not look in place.
なんだあいつら
Oops, I skipped Catalina. Shut up, Catalina. We're moving on.
You're just booba.
Oh yeah, here's the fighter class, which is what Gran's actual design is. Note,
Oh yeah.
that's just a regular hoodie under that armor.
Wait. So it's
It's just like a modern looking hoodie. Like, yeah, it's kind of got a bit of a thing. Like, it just, like, you know, the telltale signs of medieval clothing. Also, this woman appears to be basically Snow White with all of the woodland animals doing whatever she says.
くそ いくら街が見える距離でもこうも魔物が
小流域によって魔物が凶暴化した
Grim
という記
Basin.
録は残っているが
Huh. Wonder what happened for them to name it that.
近年になって魔物の数が増えている理由については帝国も原因は
街の外はもう危険地。
この町の人たちは
Are you skipping the?
Yes, I am. I am because it's just saying, there's a lot of monsters around. Why?
それこそが
Because you wouldn't have a fucking game
私たちのす
otherwise.
べき恩返しだ
They do get better at not just throwing random monsters at you. And it's only for the story, really. Like the Goblin Scout. Which, here's something I might as well bring up now with a goblin on screen. Goblins in this universe are possibly worse than drafts for their characteristics between sexes. Do you want to know why?
Wait, is this the? I won't say the name, but one of our friends described it as certain design philosophy as the men are ugly monsters, the women have bad dentistry.
Not even, it's worse. They just look like human women. Small
That's-
ones, but like they just look human.
So even lazier.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Whereas,
Not a-
I suppose you could say the draft kind of are like that because the men are fucking giants. And also, good design.
Just remember, with men you can do whatever you want, but with women you have to make them overly sexualized and attractive.
At least it
Well-
fits with them being cow people. At least there's a slight bit of...
Cows are attractive?
No, but as in beef and milk. We still didn't get Bahamut charged up. Alright, what do you have?
Beef and milk.
What do you have here? Massive earth damage, that's his charge attack. What's the name of this?
No, I'm not saying that.
It's not like EWE, I know is how to be said, but not UWE. Earth damage, 20% water damage, cut to caster, because, wait a minute.
Okay, so the University of West England.
And because Siegfried's associated with Fafnir, dragon, Manigance, sacrifice hate, use casters gain jammed effect. Which, by the way, is not a bad effect to have. It just sounds like it, because it's got a very strange name. Also, let's show off a charge attack, shall we? This is from one of the boss weapons, so because you can get them free early on without even fighting the bosses in the story yet. So let's use too much power with Nether Veil. That's a single target attack?
You fucking destroy that thing.
I would have expected that to be more than a single target, given it looks like it turns the ground to magma. Oh, Siegfried took his mask off and turned around. Which there is a costume you can get for Siegfried that has him close the helmet, which you can probably guess, Dennis. I will be using.
Sorry, what was that? I was forgot something. I'm sorry.
Siegfried has a costume you can get later on that closes the helmet, which I will be using.
I'll be honest, most of the time I think helmets open in armor doesn't really look that good. Like, not even like
I mean,
just...
you can also get costumes, or usually just when he upgrades, Siegfried takes the helmet off completely and he lets his long locks flow.
I think it's to either have the helmet or have
don't.
it... Or don't, not the... But, oh my god, he is a pretty boy. I was like, I wonder how the helmet looks.
And
then
also,
I see this
I'm pretty
long-haired...
sure... I don't know if my memory is correct, it might be one of any of the other number of male characters, because this game has a rather fine gender balance for a gacha game.
Well, that's good, I guess.
But I believe Siegfried has a Valentine's version. Not Valentine's, but like the Japanese White Day. It's the same thing to us, though.
Yeah, I think the helmets is clothes looked a lot better.
Yeah. Gran's party continues making their way to town. Once again, Drang and Sturm being the two quirky mini-bosses who can be recruited later and like prove to actually be people with their own reasons. Gran's party naturally refuses, and this time Drang and Sturm have a bartering chip. What are they going to try and barter with? Is this a hostage thing? I don't know, because I don't remember this version of the story. I don't remember the anime.
So, like, if I'm pretty sure this isn't the case, but if you get the 4 guys with Siegfried included, they have like a bonus. So, like...
No, but sometimes if you have characters who are related in the same party, they will have like lines they say, which is all well and good if you speak Japanese.
I see.
イライラした。お前の話し方はいつも
それほぼ八つ当たりだよね。
またお前らか。
何度来ようとキ君らのお願いを聞き入れ。
違うな。違うんだよね。
交渉。
Oh, it is a hostage situation. Okay. Oh, it's Rack. Never mind. He's not a hostage. He doesn't count.
No, they have a hostage. We have to save him. Ah, it's him. He'll get out of it. Even if he doesn't.
I mean, this is story, guys.
Lol.
The game literally tells me if I complete this chapter, I get him. Swim, swim, swim away.
答えは
Why was... Oh, yeah, because... They're not saying Gran because you're allowed to change the name. And you're allowed to change it once every 3 months thereafter.
That is a very strange restriction.
I presume it's just to stop people spamming it and like causing issues.
ドランクとやら悪いがここは突破させてもらうぞ。
あら、そんじゃまあこのアホの命は
助けます。町の人も
Save villages, yada yada. Heroic determination. Don't talk about Drang's mommy, it's actually a big problem. Huh?
Current objectives.
Kill.
Yeah. We do the thing and save the people. Whew.
That's why I have a current objective on stream that goes all the way to chapter 24, because that's before stuff starts getting interesting. Well, no, stuff gets interesting before then. But like,
So we have to sit through 24 of these to...
we more so have to just sit through this kind of first arc, and then it starts getting interesting with good characters.
Oh, okay.
Not that Rackham isn't good, but like his introduction. Basically, the first 2 bosses, they get good towards the end of the second one. Oops. I've got bad timing.
We'll start with a little brat first, but you're just as tall as her.
Actually, I think she might be shorter, because it's shown that Gran's like 5'5", and like a fully grown draft woman comes up to like his abdomen, making them like 4 foot.
Oh my god.
And I'm pretty sure Lyria is taller than that. Ooh, combat stats.
帝国を相手にして勝てると思うな。
おい、ここが正念場だぞ。
And now, combat. We have to fight some monsters first. Oh, soldiers, okay. That's fine. Would one of you soldiers mind dropping a thing to charge my Bahamut so I can show it off? I want to use Bahamut. Please? No? Okay. Oh, I thought we were fighting Dran and Sturm. Who are you people? You're not who I agreed to fight. Also, yes, that Harvin's weapon is her hair.
I never understood that in fiction. Like, oh yes, my hair is my power.
This one's better because she is also just Rapunzel. But
actually, I was about to get to that. I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3 like last week, and then Rapunzel, when they pull her hair, I think, like, God, that must really hurt.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's not like longer hair means like the pulling doesn't reach all the way to the top.
If anything, it makes it worse because, you know, you don't have to...
Leverage, actually, would kind of turn that into something even worse.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, Rackham agrees to fight alongside Gran's party to take out the soldier after soldier and finally catch up to Dran and Sturm. For the last bit of the chapter. That makes sense. Still fire. Still not going to be getting Bahamut, probably.
Are these summons based on charges or like battles played or
turns? The summons that you charge up are based on turns. The support summon you can just borrow from anybody. That's always charged immediately.
ちゃんと助けに来いよ。
Ah, okay.
But I'm not using that because fuck other people. This is my stream. I will be using their stuff when it comes to actually difficult content, but for this stuff, I want to just show off.
無事で本当に良かったです。
しかし意外だ。貴殿のことなら捕獲を
信用ねえのな。ま、確かにそれも考えた
Is his
さ。
character arc over?
けどな、あんたが言ったんだろう。目の前に
Here
守
we
れ
go.
る
Yep.
奴がい
He
るの
did
に
it.
放っておけるかってよ。
All it took for was his own life to be put in
自然に
danger.
体が動いちまってたよ。
そうか。ともかく助かった。改めて礼を言わせてほしい。
バカ、やめろ、恥ずかしい。そういうのは全部終わってからにしようぜ。
だな、町まであとほんの少しだ。
Shut the F up, you stupid animal mascot.
Yeah, he's not actually that bad in the story, but in the funny content, he's not funny. Like when the general tone is supposed to be funny, he's not funny.
You're funny until you aren't.
You're funny until you try to be.
You know, you're a funny guy. Oh. Don't speak again.
さあ、帝国の兵士も数が
Looks
減っ
like
て
the
きたな。
Emperor's running out of soldiers.
ああ、これは私も。
He has a gun.
みんなやる気にな
It
ってます
doesn't
ね。
like I'm not gonna say it doesn't take skill to use a gun. It doesn't take the same amount of skill to use a gun. But when you get good with a gun, you're good with a gun. It's not much to be surprised by. Are we gonna get a scene in between these where we fight the other two? Right. Please drop a charge for Bahamut if you don't mind.
さすがだね。
Actually, you know, I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna look up the writer or like just, you know, people who worked on Granblue, and Hironobu Sakaguchi better not be there.
I mean, the game's been out for like a number of years, and like they've had different arcs. I could almost swear they definitely have like moved different people in and out as time's gone by. Alright, well, we're not fighting this. Trying to destroy him yet.
All right, Sakaguchi, because he's Gucci.
今日も大成果だね。
Gucci game.
His team, Mistwalker, is the Gucci gang.
A helmsman's resolve. Ooh, another max level weapon.
お助け。
ここまでか。
I just realized who these two are, Dennis.
もう僕たち戦うつもりはないか
Their
ら
hair
さ。
colors
they?
even
見逃して
match.
くれない？
It's Jesse and James from Pokemon. It's just Jesse and James from Pokemon.
忠義を尽くす義理もないしね。
Okay, that's really good.
Even the vague foppishness of the mailman.
集隊。
Let's teach those men who's boss. Let's send those women to the dark ages.
せめてもの情けとして。
うわー、ステルム殿、落ち着いて。
つうことだけど、どうする？
And it even kind of works with the James thing for him because he's got like a really sad backstory. Let's let them go.
本当にいいの？
Yes, we're going to pick the deliberately nice option because, I mean,
すべては命あってのものとはいえ、敵に恩情を与えられるとは。
ありがとう。オンに切る。来まくるよ。
覚えてろ。この屈辱は絶対に返してやるからな。
we didn't even fight them. It was all in a cutscene.
それで、お前らは本当に町で帝国を迎え撃つつもりなのか？
もちろんだぜ。帝国と敵対するってのはオイラたちには今さら。
やれやれ。とんだお人
Oh
よしだ
yeah,
な。
that's also something they're not really bringing up.
Oh,
That
yeah.
they're not
Ore
mentioning
mo so hitoyoshi
Gran's
desu.
reasons for this journey. Besides the fact that he's basically a zombie who will seemingly die if he's not near Lyria.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that kind of just goes over everybody's heads a bit. I think they only like bring it up eventually once it occurs to them.
それじゃ。
When you say everybody, do you mean real life or in game?
In game. I mean,
Is she a villain?
I presume no. It's just like her power brought him back. So presumably, if he fucking fucks off and isn't near her, it probably will stop working. Also, kind of makes it questionable: is Gran human anymore? He's not counted as human in the game's mechanics.
Or are we dancing?
You have become a dancer. Okay. But the ambitions of the enemy are beginning to swallow the archipelago whole. Rackham, welcome to the party.
It won't be used.
No, he will be. We only have one fire character, remember?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
We only have one fire, so we're going to make use of this. I mean, technically, not counting
We're
Catalina,
going to burn you.
We have only one water character as well. Let's make use of our Rackham join the party. I will add him to the fire one next time we play with it. Can we get incredibly fucking lucky again? Get a fucking any character from the max level weapon? I didn't pick it up. Hang on. I have to go home already. Tell me Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
There we go.
Go ahead. Tell me Happy Halloween.
Draw a ticket. And now we draw.
Draw.
That's the actual.
And then pew pew.
Anything above rare, really, would be nice. Okay, this means it's not. It is a rare, but it's a rare that will unlock a character if it has a little bit of the rainbow. It's a gun. Who is it? She was in the anime. Carve.
I imagine a lot of people are in the anime.
Well, they kind of held back a good bit. There's only 2 seasons that only go up to like the end of these elemental bosses at the very beginning, which isn't even the end of the first story.
Oh.
Like it only gets up to the 6th element boss.
That's a bit weird.
But they just had a side episode that just did the story for this character. And one of the other characters that's tied with her, who happens to be this lady right here. Her.
She has the goggles. Wow.
The goggles. That means she is a Digimon protagonist. Okay. Okay, well, I'll figure it.
I remembered what Matthew said. The goggles are passed on.
No.
Oh man, that was months ago.
They're only passed on in the only one that was actually a sequel.
Are the rest like their own thing?
Yeah, the rest are alternate universe stuff.
Yeah, that makes.
Okay, we're doing water, so fuck Rackham. Doesn't matter. Let's get Europa.
Rackham? More like fuck 'em.
Let's use our water party, where Gran is a bard. Except now he's called a harpist. We actually have 2 characters, including Catalina, so this should be a bit more effective. An Earth Empire warship of Major General Boggs the 2 lackeys who've just returned. This is the Clone Wars.
将軍閣下、申し訳ありません。
ごめんね。あいつら意外と強くってさ。
The bit that they're not mentioning here is that these 2 don't actually work for Furious, they work for a different general.
こいつらの首すぐに跳ねちゃってくんない？
将軍閣下。
There we go. Okay, they're not even gonna put up any fucking mystery in it. They're literally gonna say who. Okay.
じゃあ
Oops.
お前でいいや。
Is the Black Knight the guy you like?
やられといてね。
I do like the Black Knight, but they, as I am going to be coy about, is not the one that made me get into the game. They're not in the game, basically.
計画は順調だからね。ご覧よ、2人とも。この暴風を。この島。
But it is not guaranteed that we will get the Black Knight on our party, because you can recruit the Black Knight, and there is a way by which you can gain a guaranteed character, and I will be basically choosing the Black Knight when that happens.
I see.
That's very realistic win sound. Oh yeah, he is a harpist, but he don't have any harps, so I equipped him with a knife.
I'm a harpist in name only.
I'm a pacifist, but... Let's not mention Lady Grey and her resurrected husband, shall we? Gran and the others finally reach the town, which is weathering strong rain and winds. And suddenly Rackham appears and it stops.
よね。さっきまでは晴れてたんです
Why are
け
you
ど
here?
ね。
You're just the shopkeeper.
この天候では帝国を迎え撃つなどという話をしている場合ではないな。
こんだけひどい嵐なら帝国もそうですね。避難用の飛空艇はありますから。
Oh, this bit's actually here. I thought that was going to be anime
近くの
original.
島へ。
おいそれ誰が操縦するんだ。
誰か私は無理よ。そういえばソーダ氏はみんな出払ってるって。
そうですね。特にもうここまで風が強いと。
So what about this guy who's been trying to get a ship to take off for the last 10 years? This means he hasn't piloted a ship in the last 10 years.
NPC energy.
おい大変だ。嵐に紛れて
Saved by the
近くまで来てるぞ。
monsters.
言いたいことがあるのはわかるが、
Ironically.
まずはこっちが先だ。ちゃっちゃと片付けるぞ。
Yes, Rackham. In this elemental party you're not a part of. Ooh, goblin souls.
Actually, can you stand back?
Get out of the way like Catalina. These enemies are fire elements, which means, of course, weak to water.
喜んでいます。
I've played Pokemon. Oh, that's it? Okay. I'll just say, they give you this handy thing to show you the elements.
Oh, that's good.
There's the wheel. And then light and dark are both effective against each other, which means if you're using them for elemental advantage, light and dark parties will never take less than max damage. Little bit of a downside, but, you know.
I've seen the light dark affect each other thing a few times. Is that like a common thing, or is it just coincidental?
I mean, so, basically, it's just up to some games where they choose to do it that way. Sometimes they just say dark is... One that I generally think is alright is dark is effective against all of the actual element ones, and then light is effective against dark. And then, I think, what was it? And then, like, the elements are all effective against light. That's the way
Oh,
one
so
way I
it's
saw
like
some
a-
games see it.
Oh, like a cycle. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Like, keeps it in a cycle, but also just makes light and dark unique enough. Alright, Rackham tries to talk himself out of piloting the emergency escape ship by telling townspeople about his past crashes. However, they aren't swayed and have complete faith in his abilities. You know, I don't think complete faith and desperation are the same thing.
I have
Oh.
complete faith. No, I don't.
I have no choice. That's very different. Alright, now Rackham actually gets to be in the party.
Fuck 'em.
Oh yeah, we got her as well. Okay, so we have a full fire party now. None of which are the lowest rarity, which means they're not shit. Not that shit,
Iga.
anyway.
確かに俺はお前と一緒にでもな。
しかし
そうです
Yes,
よ。
yes.
ごめん返上のチャン
And
スですよ。
Sarah Cart will prove to continue to be, whenever she appears, somebody who can just get under everybody's skin.
俺は
Which
Well-
just means you're a good merchant, really, because that's like a skill set to have.
だから
Greedy merchants will always be like that.
怖い？
Yeah, well, the fact that she appears to have a monopoly
俺
on
が操縦
everything.
したらまた船が落ちるかもしれねえ。グランサイファーに乗ってた時、俺は奇跡的に助かった。けど今度は助からねえかもしれねえ。それでもお前らは俺が
He punched him.
言って
バカかお前は。まだそんなこと言うならもう一発殴ってやろうか。
Greatest NPC.
ラカムさん、よく見てください。私たち
Take a
の
good look at all the faces around you. Look at these scared women and children.
お前ら
Are you still worried?
ありがとうよ。
What generic dialogue this is?
俺だってな。てめえらの期待に応えるくらいの解消はあろう。
It's fine now, but when characters start saying how excellent of a person Gran is, usually in their one-to-one stuff,
そんならすぐ
it
に
gets
みんなを連
annoying.
れて脱出艇に向かおうぜ。
Gran, you're such a good guy. No.
Doesn't face no, not even no face blank. Face stays as stiff as those fucking faces. This is the face, just this.
Gran, you're probably the most honorable guy I know.
Wow, Gran,
You know-
you really understand me and my weird sensibilities. Oh my god, Bahamut's charged. We're going to use Bahamut.
You know, Gran, I'm really glad I can count on you.
You know, Gran, the rest of the world has cast me away, but you give me
それに
place.
しても変な嵐だな。
This one weird
変
storm.
とは
Oh yeah, they haven't.
Welcome.
In the anime, they had already
この嵐に
introduced the
何か
fact of
思うところがある
the
のか。
boss, the primal, as they are called.
思うところも何も。そもそもこの
Because
ポ
this is
ー
just
ト
Final
ブリーズで嵐になること自体珍
This
しい
is
んだよ。
first fantasy.
そういやなんか言ってたよ
Is there a guardian or something on this island? Well, there we go.
風の守り神がいるんだっけか。
ああ、そうさ。
Tiamat!
この
There
島に
she
吹く風は
is.
全てティアマ
It's
トっつう守
Tiamat,
り神
mother
様
of
の息
beasts
吹
and dragons and all sorts of things.
守り神。
Who is actually also not only a summon, but also a recruitable character.
そのティアマトとやらに何かあったのかもしれないな。
何百年も前からの言い
I
伝えだ
don't
ぞ。
have anything to say.
ティアマトなんて本当にいる
But of course, the fact that she's a recruitable character
いますよ
means,
絶対に
as a summon,
ティアマトは
what do you
この
think her
島に
form is? Do you think it's actually going to be like some kind of monster?
わ
No.
かりますか
It's her big booba form.
おい、ジョーちゃん
Yes.
どうしたんだよ急に。
It's just a generally human-looking woman. But she does have 3 dragon heads sticking out of her back, so...
それに
Then you find out it's actually a costume. She was never a primal. People just thought she was because of the costume, so she went along with
One
it.
of the things is for the first 2 bosses, like because they were so early in the game, they have in-fight dialogue despite seemingly not being able to talk. So, like, Tiamat actually has dialogue. So maybe it's just like when around people she just shuts the fuck up. Bahamut's fully charged for the next fight. Yes.
風食って刺され。とどめだ。
Also slimes, lots of XP. Now, what's our actual threat? Boss battle? Against a wind element. Okay. Are you prepared, Dennis, for literally one of the strongest summons in the game that we got before the game even started?
What an amazing look.
Catastrophe Nova. One thing I will complain about that summon, it's actually quite fast.
探そうか罠
Doesn't
と
give you
宝
much time to take it in.
Yeah, that was really fast.
And I will have you note, I have the summon animation set to slow. You can set them faster. So,
So,
Bahamut's
so
here
you
and
can
gone.
literally blink and miss it.
Yes. Grand's party got it. But the good thing is, you get a free, technically stronger version of Bahamut, even though the summon itself is weaker, that you can just costume over that one. So you get to have the best of both. Grant's party go with the townspeople to evade the storm and escape the island. They head towards the cave where the emergency ship is located. But we haven't fought Tiamat yet. Oh, ignore the pictures of Tiamat. Why do all you people have Tiamat? Almost like she's one of the optimum things to have in a win party. Grimnir is the choice. Alright, here's our... No, that's Earth. Wind. The storm grows in strength, but everyone finally reaches the valley.
こいつが脱出艇だな。
Okay, I get they're trying to leave the island, but at this point they don't know that's Tiamat trying to destroy the thing. So surely staying in the valley where the weather can't reach you would be a fine idea.
そうだっす。
おう
お、どうしたんだ
We should leave the island.
なんで
Why?
来ねえんだ
I don't know.
Script says so.
The heebie-jeebies.
いや
Actually, it reminds me of
それは
the
分かってんだけどよ
Robert Hood Man in Tights. You know, like, lose? I'm not supposed to lose. Let me check the script.
乗るなら乗るで、ちゃっちゃとやれよな。
Why are you here?
お前確かに俺が撃ったはず
Didn't
だ
I
ぜ
shoot you earlier?
なんでそんなにピンピ
Well,
ン
in
し
the
てんだ
anime
よ
you just shot the chair, so...
当たり前だろ。高貴な僕が下船なお前らの弾丸で傷一つでも負うと思
Why
ってん
does
の
he have potions? That has nothing to do with his character.
カタリナあの人なんだか変な感
Something
じが
weird
する
about him. Listen, Lyria, he's just a small man. You can't be
大
like
丈
that.
夫だルリア。何も心配することは
That's quite offensive.
There's several small people in our crew already. Somehow, the crew that we somehow have without a
町
ship.
の人を守らねえと。
Actually, that kind of reminds me where, for one of the projects, the teacher gave like a sample project,
Yeah.
and one of the headings was called like Oompa Loompa because it was like a chocolate factory thing. But a person in my class didn't know what that was. So when she looked it up, she saw like a thing that said it's an offensive term, and she thought that he was being offensive.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I had to explain to
It's
her,
a fictional thing that
like,
people have used as an offensive term.
Yeah, I had to explain that is used as an insult, but it's not itself an insult. It's just the characters.
Yikes. That's all you can say.
Yeah.
Hurry to the airship. I wonder what's going to happen to the airship.
なんだ脱出艇が爆発したのか
大丈夫ですか
Punch Rockham again, you'll feel better.
いいねその顔最高その信じらんないって顔そうだよ爆発したんだ
I blew it
よ
up.
てめえらが頼みにしていた脱出艇をな
なんでこんなことを
知りたいよねそうだな生き残ってたら
Yes, so out of all of the enemy generals, or just officers, I suppose, this is the obviously evil one that is just has no redeeming qualities.
奴の手のものなどこの
about
私が
James?
叩き切ってくれる
What do you mean, Ben?
No, not you. The Pokemon James. I don't know his name.
Oh, he's not an officer, but also he's like, obviously he's like not. He's one of the most sympathetic, even like among the sympathetic ones.
Wow, that's
Because like
cool.
one of the later elemental bosses, he shows up and is just actually on your side for the entire thing, not in party, but like story-wise. Because he has his own vested interests. But also, I think they're apparently just mercenaries working for the Empire anyway.
Oh.
Specifically the Black Knight. The Golem! I love this design. It's a shame that even as a summon, it's like lower level than Bahamut. Like it's the second lowest rarity, so it's not useful. It doesn't even have a good animation. Only the rarest ones have like the big animation, whereas all these other ones would just have a quick thing. Oh, here, there, and they're gone. Okay.
To me, it still looks like he's there.
Now he's gone. She can turn her hair into swords. I wonder if her associated weapon is a sword. Because there's a thing where all the weapons in your inventory, because you don't just equip the one for the ground, you equip like 9 others. And
9?
Based on how many of them are of the same type, certain characters get boosts.
Oh my god.
So like if you equip mostly swords, if a character has a sword as their associated weapon, not necessarily use one, they will be buffed. The escape ship is destroyed and Grand's party finds itself in predicament. General Furious adds to their despair by triumphantly informing them of Port Breeze's imminent demise. Oh no, what will happen? We're on fire again. Okay. Just like that ship.
やるねやっぱり君たち
黙れ嵐がこれ以上強くなる前に
Time to safety
街のみんなを
for
どこ
まだそんなこと言ってんのどこへ逃げようったって同じなんだよどうせこの
Elder
ル
Scrolls?
ートは全部丸ごと沈んじまう
No,
んだから
the younger ones.
Young Scrolls.
どういうことだ
No, it wouldn't be. It would be Elder Scrolls Young Books.
Young books.
ティアマトだよティアマトこの島の守り神様さそいつにね
Our handiwork is centered into a massive rampage.
ヤマトを暴走させただとこの野郎なんてことを
この嵐が何よりの証拠だ
See, now it makes sense to try and go to the secret escape ship.
この軍刀を吹き飛ばすほどにな
Time to abandon ship.
街どころかこの軍刀そのものを滅ぼそうって
The
のか
reason that they're going to destroy this island is just because they could. They just wanted to see how they would get Tiamat to
ど
do
れだ
what
け
they
の
want.
人が犠牲になると思ってんだ
Or rather, just to get Tiamat to get aggressive.
さあ知らないよそんなの僕ら帝国にしてあったらせいぜい心中でもしてろよ空の底に落ちる
なんてことだ
そんな私たちもう助からないの
Yes. This game is a tragedy.
そうそうそれとね
There is no
こ
story
の
after
軍
this.
島から逃げようとする機
Wow,
艇
I
が
can't believe the story's finished
みんな
in
まとめて
less than one
うちを
stream.
かかるよねねつまりお前らにはも
ふざけんなよ
He talks down to
てめえ
people
ら
more
こ
in
の町の
Japanese.
住人を何だと思ってやがる
Like I could tell by his
How
tone
do you
that
talk
he's...
down to people? He's so small.
That's not what the chair is for.
住人たちを一度話して戻そう
But like he was generally like shouting at them as just like I'm better than you, that kind of way. But now he's like doing the oh baby gonna cry kind of thing.
What? Gonna cry? Piss your
pants.
pants?
Piss
Maybe.
my pants.
Shit.
See, look at the height difference already, just from Gran going off the screen.
Baby.
That's a full-grown woman. And they're only just taller than the dwarves.
もう帝国の人たちは追ってきていないみたいです。
そりゃそうだろうぜ。あとは放っておいてもこの島にいるやつはみんな
B 君それ以上は
That's enough for him. Shut up.
まだ私たちは諦めるわけにはいかん。必ず何か手はあるはずだ。
ティアマトポートブリーズの
Primal
守り神
Beast
で
of
ある
Wind. Not that there's not other Primal Beasts of Wind, but this one's thing just kind of happens to be the
今は
wind.
悩んでる場合じゃねえ。
Kind of shitty considering what some of them can
先
do.
に進まねえとな。
Like a Primal Beast of Contracts that can literally force somebody to act against their will. Oh, a rare monster. That's a thing. Let's summon somebody else's Shiva because this is a slightly special event.
Wait, it's actually Shiva.
Yeah, it's actually a correct depiction of Shiva.
Not a pun on
Not-
Shiver. I don't know what the actual thing is, but Shiva, Shiver sounds so close. I think that's why they did it.
Yeah, I think that's why they did it, but like, Shiva is the god of destruction of Hindu mythology. So, yeah. That's... But still also always seen in a positive light, because that's how Hinduism is. I mean, they're all about the cycle.
さすがだね
Oh, see?
Not to be reductive or anything. Ah yeah, don't worry Rackham. You'll definitely be getting up there in levels. On another max level. Everyone's
これ
made
で
it back
住
to
人は
town.
皆町に戻れたようだ。しかし困った状況になったな。
俺のせいだ
What's with this serious fucking music?
脱出艇に乗るのをためらわなければそうすりゃ今頃みんなは隣の軍島にでも避難できてたはずだ
やめろラカム。んなこと言ったってしょうがね
He didn't have this crisis of fate in the anime.
俺に命を預ける覚悟をしてくれたってのにくそこれで本当におしまいだってのか何か方法はねえのか
守り神とまで
It's really
称
the
さ
end?
れる聖少獣相手では
Can't be Tiamat.
私たちに一体何ができるか。
できます。
It's not actually like Granblue's Tiamat, it's Fate's Tiamat, which is like an actual world-ending threat, so like you don't stand a chance.
ルリア。
まだ私がいます。ねえカタリナ。そうだよね。
You don't even fucking fight.
そうか。あいや
No, because
しか
it's
し
the logic that she
そ
will
の
be
力
getting
にはど
the
んな
power
影
of
響がある
Tiamat.
か。
Because when she is actually a playable character, I believe she just uses like the elemental boss's attacks, like as attacks.
私が
Ah.
Like a summoner
帝
should
国
be.
に囚われていた
Isn't that right,
です
14?
14 summoners, that's quite a lot.
聖少獣を従える力がある。
I mean, considering the way that some characters just have assist things that they technically summon,
え。聖少獣は
like,
自
there's
分
probably
た
more
ち
in
の
this
作り
game.
手である星のためにしか従わねえんじゃね
Not
え
that you
の
ever
か
use them all at the same time, with the party limit of 6, one of which is always Gran.
Wait, so there's
それに星の民はもう
Let's just call it
何百年も前
pets.
の
Does a
白
pet
戦
count
争で
as a
姿を消し
character?
て子孫はいないって聞いてるぜ
Ah, okay. It would be weird if it was.
ルリアは
Yeah, no,
星の
there's
民
no
の子孫
characters
だ
that
よね。
directly interact with each other. As in, like, have a specific target to be interacting with. Like, it's always just generic buffs.
理由も原理もわからない
Organization 14.
しかしルリアには
Hey, that's what they basically were. They just didn't have time to change the name.
あ
Yeah, Zinkenstill. That's Gran's home island. Which tells me that Gran should be said with a German accent.
その可能性はある。しかし、
Which is
これは
not
謎
quite
の
possible,
多い
and thus
力
would
だ
just result in people shouting
結
it a
局
bit.
帝国も何も解明できなかった。
I wonder if Zinkenstill is a fake German word or a real one, or like few real ones.
そんな
Bits of
力
it.
を多用
Just
すれば
taking
Yeah.
syllables that they
ル
see
リ
a
に
lot.
どんな影響があるか。
Okay, let's see. Zinken means prongs, but still translates to silent.
私は大丈
Silent
夫
bronze.
だってみんなが
Quite an appropriate name for a tiny nothing town that's just like
行きましょう
the usual thing they do for protagonists. Like,
Okay, what the
this
hell's
boring
prongs?
town.
ティアマトを
Got to
止める
stop
ために
Tiamat. Lyra's determination is like a shining ray of hope. Inspired by that hope, they set out to find Tiamat. Ignore Gran or somebody in a dog costume. Definitely not, definitely not taking out of the tone. Yeah, I might as well explain these now that they're here. These are just side quests. Not proper side stories, but like just do the quest to get the reward side quests.
Oh yeah, I think I get it.
These are
Makes
tutorials,
sense.
which are not good, but you still need to do to get the reward. This is a challenge, which are hard side quests, and there's also ones that have restrictions on the party, like this one that requires you only use Harvan characters, which they tend to be quite difficult. Some of them even unlock extra classes.
Oh.
And boy do I mean extra classes, because those classes are pretty extra.
Oh.
As in ridiculous. Necromancer. Anyway.
That is the worst thing I've heard in a while.
Yeah.
That is a brand new moment.
Alright, yeah, so we're pretty much just going to be using the fire party from now, because this is the wind boss, so lo and behold, all the enemies are wind.
Woo! So how does fire beat wind? Because wind can blow fire away.
Fire uses oxygen to burn? That's all I could... And like, you can kind of... There's a term for it, I can't remember, like build a fire by a controlled bit of air.
強くなってる
That's why you kind of... When you see people lighting the fire with the stick, they kind of blow on it a little bit.
頼んだぜジョーちゃん
Ah.
ジョーちゃんのことは
Of course, this much wind would blow out fire, of course.
それは私の役目だぞ。
おいおい
But maybe not the fire that Gran's able to put out with his staff, considering that's from the equivalent primal.
That's strange.
What's it? Oh, we've got a bot.
Will I do it?
Ban. Delete it.
Sounds like you took care of it.
Yeah. Okay, I can't delete the message, but... Okay, well. Anyway, let's move on. Put up a good defense too. Don't let these puny arms fool you. That's rude.
悪い悪い
See, when he's kidding, he's not funny.
頼れる戦士の顔つきだよな
I'm just kidding. I'm not funny.
Also, this is the stand-in for monsters. Just fire.
みんな、気を引き締めていくぞ。
Okay, it's all right. Yeah.
Ah, nice music. Definitely nothing wrong anymore. Why are you out here, random merchant? To give me a potion. She just says... there's something even more brutal about the
帝国
pistol
の連
instead
中
of the
はまだ
rifle.
俺たちを邪魔するつもりみてえだな
魔物を倒したと思ったら今度は帝国の兵士
Considering especially some of these monsters are just big rabbits.
しつこいというか仕事熱心というか
エルステ帝国では上
Okay,
官
so
の
we're
命令
fighting
は
more
絶
soldiers.
対帝国の兵士よ。
Ready?
Set. Go.
Die.
さすがだね
Watch as Priest Gran somehow summons a hail of arrows.
God will smite thee.
God happens to use a bow and arrow, by the way.
Zeus throws the lightning bolts. God uses a bow and arrow.
But God is in our party, Dennis. Yeah, actually, by the way, the Bahamut of this is literally God. So that's why it's
God
absolutely
isn't
fucking
like-
ridiculous that we picked it up. It's the creator God of this universe. Or of this world, anyway.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me. I saw a thing where it's like, thank God I'm an atheist, and then comment was, thank who?
Grant's party attempts to save Port Breeze. While the storm rages on, Dragonstorm appear in front of them again. What? Why are they still here?
Why are you still here?
Leave and become better characters already.
Come on, it's not that hard.
Yahoo! Oh, he's
Yeah.
違う
Oh, I clicked.
勘違いするな
そうそう僕たちさ君らに命を救われてるじゃんだから恩返しがしたくってさ
You actually gonna fight us this time?
そんなあれはその恩を売るつもりじゃなくてその
お嬢ちゃんは優しいね優しい子にはアメちゃんをいってスツルム殿
来い今度は私たちがお前らの命を助けてやる
どういうことだ
いやね君たちがやろうとしてることってどれだけ危ないか分かってる
危険性や望みの薄さは理解しているつもりだ
理解できてないとても正気とは思えない
Oh, complete.
そうそう
Have you seen the
そ
little
こで君たち
lizard?
には恩があるからさ
Because if not, that means they're definitely out of their minds.
君
恩を返すってそういうことか
If I kill the lizard, will anyone mourn it?
もうそれはありがたいがもう俺らは逃げねえよなあお前もそうだろ守りたいもの
I keep expecting them to say Grant, but because that's the changeable name, they don't.
町のやつらも
It just
Come
throws me
on.
この島も
We will rename him. Maybe
Yeah,
at the end
let's
of this.
go.
At the end of the stream, test, we'll rename Grant if we can come up with
だから
something.
Yeah,
俺
to
は
blue.
もう逃げやしねえよ
Yes, and
Then
if we
it'll be
ever, and if we ever
and
see
his
reason,
brother.
if we ever see reason to make use of the free swap over to the female character, we shall call her Fan.
私たちにはできることがあるんだからだから頑張らなきゃバカばっかりだな
とかなんとか言ってスツルム殿も嫌いじゃないでしょこういうや痛いって
黙れ黙らないとその口縫い合わせるぞ
ひとまずはそういうわけだ私たちは先へ進むよ
うんそれじゃ僕た
They
ちは
still
逃げ
haven't
る
made
け
use
ど
of the fact these two
頑
have
張って
battle
ね
animations as enemies.
I want to kill.
騒がしい連中だったな
I mean, it's just good to see these things. This game has so much, like, clearly
ちょいと気が抜けちまったが
effort put into its art.
ここからが本番だ行くぞ
Boss fights are where you get to see some of these things for the only time. Sometimes. Basically, not everything's going to be a summon, so I mean, you might as well show it off. Why are you killing me? One of these is not like the others.
嵐のせいかな魔物さんたちがいつもより怖い
No, I don't think they are.
聖少女の起こす嵐だ小流域に近い力を持っているのかもしれないな
May have as much force as the Grim Basin itself. What?
町にいる連中も危ないかもしれないな
Are they talking about the weather in the Grim Basin? Was that a thing?
ああ時間がねえのは百も承知だ魔物なんぞ刺す
It's more just fight monsters. Ooh.
No, it's UWE. Ooh. Ooh.
Hey Siegfried, use ooh. Ooh.
No!
No, it's fine. He's not an error. He won't do ooh. Can't trust Drang though.
風食って刺されとどめだ
Dead. Also, didn't that ability say to a foe?
To AFO? What?
As in, like,
What?
single target was what I was expecting.
To a foe.
No, not the name. As in, like, it said it inflicts fire to a foe. Oh, heals. Oh, we'll definitely need healing. For sure. Yeah.
I mean, you know, the, what you call it? Enemies do need healing.
Grant's party arrives when the signals guiding Lyria is strongest. However, they find there's not the primal beast of storms. Because we're still delaying it till the fourth piece of oh, we're on Earth now. I'm not picking the gorilla. I'm not picking the gorilla. Stop giving me the gorilla. Stop! Where is... Well, there's Summer Yggdrasil, but that's not... Okay. Alexiel. Out comes Siegfried again. Well, I mean, the summary of the mission it says you're a liar, Lyria.
I wouldn't call you a truther.
I wouldn't call you truther. Rip the grass on the nests. My god, Tiamat is the ship. Why are you out here? The anime had them watching this from their ship, like, from safety.
That seems a lot smarter.
Again, these first few things have been revised deliberately, I'd say so it's just the fact that this is old. They know it's bad now. They're not going to change it. Because I don't know if they can.
言っておくけどさ、これは自業自得なんだよ。
自業自得だって？お前らがティアマトを。
そうだね。
All I did was pull the trigger.
それは間違いない。ただ、僕は
どういうことだ？
ティアマトはすでに限界だったってことさ。
She was stressed.
この軍刀の連中は昔から。
Listen, she has a 9-to-5 job that she does every day with no dreams. What do you expect to happen?
無償のものじゃなかったんだ。その代償は支払われぬまま、ティアマトの中に溜まっていった。そこで、ま、そんなとこだね。それでも。
So the idea is that people weren't praying to Tiamat, so she angry. This is the only one that has a theme of that.
Oh no, people have free will. I don't like it.
Oh no, people thought you were myth, so they just stopped believing in you. Oh.
Ooh.
Siegfried, no. Because he has a helmet also, that's like an incredibly easy thing for people. Just get rid of the face of the helmet and just put the Uwu face.
You want to keep the helmet on.
Also, that's an alcoholic nun in our party, by the way. Just thought I'd mention that. Swing the big sword.
I have no interest. I'm going to ignore that.
But
なんだよルリア。もしかしてティアマトは上にいるんじゃないでしょうか。
look up. Oh yeah, that's a very suspect class.
確かめよう。そのためにはまず帝国の。
There's the obligatory battle. Oh, 3. Round, kill these. These ugly looking like rat wolves.
That is disgusting. Don't look at me.
And now, oh, rare enemy. Oh, it's a rare soldier. Daryl Lion Brave. This man is a hero. I don't care what side he's on. And as such, you shall be Uwu'd to death.
If only we met under different circumstances.
Wait, Siegfried has a defense buff but only for himself? That's not handy.
Now I live. What about us? What about you?
And that's a single target, so I'm not bothered. Let's just show regular attacks for once. Okay. There we go. She hits him with the bottom. They do rightfully have her character arc be getting over alcohol a little bit, so it's not just haha alcohol.
Well, does she go back? Because
well, it's implied like she doesn't go dry necessarily, but she just gets control over it.
Drink responsibly.
Her final character version that exists, as far as I know, does not include a bottle in the artwork. So there you go. All of the rest do, and I believe there are 4 of them. She's also one of the only characters that starts at second rarity and has a version that goes down. The storm grows ever stronger with Tiamat raging in the skies above. Grand's party is about to give up when Rackham provides them one last chance.
Chance to what?
Oh, I don't know. Fly?
He can't fly.
Throw it. Alright, Rackham, I know you're supposed to be flying this ship that we're about to fight Tiamat on, but you're also going to help fight her. You know that ship that can't fly.
Let's fly this ship that can't fly. Sure, that's a good idea. No.
Okay, we're on the airship. What now?
Go
the distance. Glove sounds. Music!
He did it. He played music.
He did it. He turned the engine on. You know what would be convenient? If the remaining free character draws that we get end up giving us Tiamat after this. Because like currently Tiamat's one of the wind characters that are being promoted.
That would be appropriate.
And we'd actually be able to view her introduction because it's based on after this. Unlike half of the characters. Oh, hello. Just smack her around a bit. Yeah, let Rackham have it. Just him.
He shoots this god and it's like, lol, haha. I did it. Now what?
r/atheism be like.
I still remember when one of our friends sent a picture where it's like, oh, God bless. There is no God.
Yeah, see, she just talked. She's not supposed to do that. That didn't happen. That never happened.
Hello. Hello.
No.
Don't talk back.
This isn't canon.
Can you talk? Yes. No, you can't.
I mean, to be honest, it makes more sense for Tiamat than it does for the one other one that talks.
Really?
Yeah. The other one's just a machine. And it still has dialogue.
Yeah, beep beep boop.
Well, I mean, like a medieval machine. It's a big suit of armor, really, but like, you know, machine.
Yeah.
What's that sound?
Cartoon violin?
But Rackham, she's got like 4 heads.
I mean, I'm pretty sure most people have 4 heads.
And now, out back to the... Oh, we're doing it now? Oh, hello, Tiamat. We're doing it now.
Hey, was that the Seal of Orichalcos? The fuck was that?
Yeah, it's just a magic circle, you know how they are. Tiamat, don't die in an instant, please. Okay, she did. Wow, she actually.
She'll die in 3 instances.
Oh, she's gone into overdrive mode. Let's see if she'll stay in it before we kill her. Nope. Guns. She's Raku's gonna kill her. Dead. That's it. She didn't even get to attack. Bye. I can't believe she's gone. Just like that.
We did it. It's over.
It was so difficult. And we get a free Tiamat Omega weapon. Which
Does
is
that mean that's
very good. This is the one that you want to grind the fight for. So this brings us up to the total of 2 of these, because we already have the free one. And another max level weapon. And that's for the story, that's normal. And next sheet. We have a few minutes, which this will be our last story for now.
私が吸収しました。これでティアマトは自分を取り戻すはずです。
ルリア、その手に持っているものは何だ？
Her decapitated head.
あれ？いつの間に
lol.
It was that wind thing, which is a piece of the sky map. Because, Dennis, this game's plot is actually just One Piece.
What?
But not pirates and in the sky. It's all about going from one place to the thing with the place. Except instead of the One Piece, it's Gran's father.
The Grand Line.
Basically. I think that is the name of something in One Piece.
It is the Grand Line, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
like
so
one of the obstacles was, I don't know.
The
Whereas
Grand
the
Line.
One Piece itself was there. Whatever it is. So now this is Rakumo officially joining the crew, which we can now actually consider a crew, considering we have a fucking ship. It's a lot more toned down here, but in the anime he wouldn't shut up about how the ship is basically alive. And talks to the ship.
The other ship's alive, right? Yes, you mentioned it.
Well, like, no, he
But
didn't say it that way.
it's
He's like, she feels like this and stuff like that.
She wouldn't appreciate that. Who wouldn't? Shut up.
This is actually here. I thought this would have been anime only as well.
Yeah. 私たちも帝国の非道を見過ごすことはところで先ほど手を振っていたのは
We saw you waving. Did you need something?
そうそうあなた宛てに手紙を預かってたんですよお手紙故郷からでしょうか
Okay, so the anime had like Gran on his home island as a child with the letter from his father telling him to go find him in the place. Is he about to? No, okay, this is from Dragon's Stone.
でも恩返しだとかって
Right?
恩返しって
さあなとりあえず
The letter couldn't be shorter. I disagree. Looking at that.
広告へ
Go to the Valt's dungeon.
No.
That's very different from the anime. In the anime, when Lyria and Gran both touch the piece of the map, it gives them the vision, like magic. Whereas this is literally just them. Go here.
恩返しってことは
The anime definitely did some of these things a lot more gracefully.
プラスになるってことだよな
It does sound like it.
ってことはバルツに向かった方がいいのか
わからない
So let's go
な
to Valt's.
彼らをそこまで信用していいの
あの人たちのことはわからないけど
そりゃこう書かれちゃな
なら決まりだな
You're curious too,
空
Gran?
の旅ってのは
Right?
好奇心で進路を決めるもんだぜ
Settle on the next destination. They set off with the Valt's Duchy. Another tale of the sky, the stars waits for Gran there. Okay.
以上が今回の顛末です。
As per your
手紙を指
instructions.
示通りによろずやに託してまいりました。
ご苦労ドラン。
Ooh.
それでフュリアスの容体は
問題ないみたいですね。いやー、魔性ってすごいな。
当然だ。無論代償は伴うがな。全ては順調に進んでいる。計画が動き出した以上、必ず取り返してみせる。もうしばらくの辛抱だ。待っていてくれ。オレキス。
Hey, do those horns remind you of anybody does?
What?
On the night of a chromatic color close to the end of the scale?
Guts.
No.
Kirito.
No.
Me.
No. Neither of those are knights.
ドワーフさんたちの島か。
Mine where drafts
ど
live.
んなとこなんだろう。
I wonder what it's like there. Well, it's an island where drafts live.
そいつは行けばわかるって。
It's like any place that civilized people
反
live.
対側から
live
気空
here.
艇が
Just
来る
because
ぜ
they're a different race doesn't mean
あ
that
りゃ
they're
どっ
that
かの
different.
気空団だな。
Unless.
俺たちの団長として。
It's also a city built on a volcano, so it is kind of a bit different. But that doesn't matter for now.
サーカスでも始めるってのか。
いやいや、サーカスなんてやっても羽根付きトカゲぐらいしか見せ物になるようなもん。
自分で話題にしといてなんだけど。俺らはトカゲ
Here's one of the bits where they're deliberately trying to be funny with Vern. And the anime made it worse because they introduced this thing a lot earlier. People call him a lizard and he says, I ain't a lizard.
Okay, I'm racist.
空団か。確かに一層そう名乗ってしまった方が。
It might be a good idea to refer to ourselves as such. Isn't that right? Tens of other people with us.
なんだかかっこいいですね。
At this point, we were just calling ourselves the Band of Merry Men and women. Mostly women, I
今
think.
日から俺たちは気空団だ。気空艇があって空を飛び
Isn't
出
this
す。
over yet?
切なのは
Yes, we're a crew. We got
持ち主のいな
an
い
airship. Yep, Grand's captain. That's.
そう空にいる。
Yeah, okay, we're crew. Can we? Story's done. Okay. Oh yeah, this is telling you about the guild. All right, it's time for us to start wrapping up. So
No,
we shall
what?
do.
Oh, it's Christmas. Yeah, I forgot.
We shall go ahead and redeem our tickets, and also do
Shall go
the
ahead.
the money based
my day.
draws, because you can do 1,000 money draws a day, and we shall do that once I get all of this stuff out of the way.
Thousands.
Yeah, but you do them in tens anyway, so it's 100.
Oh, okay.
And they don't give you good stuff generally; they just give you shit. There's a chance you can get something really good, but you know that's a chance. Also, here's Tiamat. There's Tiamat. Alright, let's get these two out of the way. Can we get a character? Oh my god, we got a super rare weapon again. Dennis, you're my good luck charm. I refuse to allow you to not be on stream anymore.
Yeah, suck it,
And
John.
it's a character as well. Heroic Bow. That's a shitty name. Who have we got? I don't recognize you, so you're just Fina.
待たせー。無敵か
Might as well call her female.
Is that a drill? She has
No, that's-
style, I'll give her that.
That's a crossbow.
Alright, and now on to the stuff that we're unlikely to get. That's Percival, he's one of the knights.
Nothing Percival, kid.
Oh, would you look at this? Nothing.
Hey, I got you one character. I can't work my magic all the time.
We have like 800 more, Dennis. Come on. Not 100. No, it's 1,000 rupees. You do 100 draws. That's what it is. 70 left. Could we have a rare character even? Like a lowest tier? Could we get anything? No. No. I mean, we've got fucking Siegfried of all characters, so can't exactly be too unhappy with things. I'm mostly only going to be happy with characters that I actually recognize as important. Really.
None of them.
Oh, that's a thing. Oh, we got a slightly rarer weapon. Not by the character, but a rare weapon. At least this will get us all of the normal weapon skins to have, if we ever wanted to use these shitty looking weapons. Okay. Oh, character. We got ourselves a character.
Well, who could it be?
Xiphos. That's a very impressive name for a not so impressive sword. Oh, she's from a side story. Valena. What? That's not how it's spelled. She said Valenia. All right.
I got you 2 characters. You better appreciate it.
We're getting another one.
3 characters.
Alright, and... Oh, I know who this is. This is Elmet. I remember him. No, this isn't Elmet. Wrong. This is Camus.
Shut up.
She is 6. Alright, that's it.
So it's not even... She's actually 1,000 years old.
No, she's 6. But she's a draft. That's why. Alright. I think she's 6. No, she's not 6. There's a different draft girl who's 6. I think she's 10.
Yeah, she's actually 1,000.
No.
Your Honor, my client said that she was 1,000.
Listen, they don't stray into that. They leave that to the player's discretion. So now we have these. Pick up the heroic bow, which means I could use a bow using class for light now. Let's get everybody auto-selected to see what the parties are at the moment. Fire. Cameo is a fire type, yes. She is a fire type weapon. Water. I don't believe we got any water there. Power went up. Ah, they just changed the order. Why'd they move him up front?
Because...
Alright.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna complain. Right, now Earth, I don't think it'll change, but let's set it. It might put Walder back in because he's technically stronger. Yep, it did. And it put Valena in. We have a full team of Earth. Wind, we already have a full team, but let's see if it wants to move somebody in. No. And light. Auto select. Light. This is probably putting Fina in here. She's not light? Is she dark?
No, she's light, but as in weight.
Dark. Fina? The fuck's Fina? She didn't go into any of these parties. Oh, because it's doing the thing again where if they're level 1, they're counted as weaker, even though they're generally still fucking stronger. So let's get this Harvin out of here. No, I didn't want to look at you. Filter. Light.
I don't want to look at you.
Just turn off the filters. Okay.
I said turn off the filters.
She's wind! Okay, well that explains why I didn't see her. So, our wind team is definitely becoming, quickly, the best. And when I say quickly, it already is. Alright, so unfortunately, it looks like Stan here needs to go, because he's a very important character for a lot of side stories, but he's also the weakest one here.
Look at the draw, pal.
Sorry, buddy. Listen, well, I'll do all your side story stuff when you show up in the side stories, but for now you're getting replaced with the girl with the crossbow. There we go. And let's move her up. No, you're good. You go here. I want you there. There we go. And here we are. 2 max rares and one of the few super rares that is considered to be so good that you actually keep using her.
Wow, that's something.
Now, Earth Element enemies beware. You're in for a scare.
Happy Halloween!
It's Christmas.
Don't worry, in 2 days they'll be saying Christmas.
It's been like 12 days, and we're already late.
Listen, it's because events. They have to get their most out of it. Alright, everybody, thank you for joining us. Granblue should be happening a lot more from now on, but with less Dennis, of course. But, thank you.
Don't worry.